Hello, hello. Welcome to Witchy Wednesday. Yes, oh, Minerva's so excited about Witchy Wednesday. Um, if you hear something, well, there are many things going on in the background, definitely dog things, and if you hear some rustling, like crinkling more like it, I don't know if that'll translate audially, but that would be my cat who found a plastic bag containing something that's hanging on a hook in the stairwell. And he's licking the plastic bag. Do you ever have cats that like to lick surfaces of weird things like the outside of a plastic bag or container? Or our old cats used to love to lick the surfaces of photographs. There aren't many photographs left in the world, but in my day, when I was a young something or another, chippy, yeah, we used to have photographs, and the cats loved some sort of chemical used in the process of developing the film. I don't know, it was very weird, but anyway, animals. So, welcome. Before a little while ago, I didn't know I was going to be coming on live at this point in time. But here I am, and I'm glad to be here. I've been guided to just sort of say hi in general, number one. Ask how you guys have been doing. It's been quite a and not in a bad way. It sounds like a bad word, but tumultuous time energetically. I definitely have had, and I know a lot of my witchy friends have also been experiencing this, where it's like this just excitement and wanting to kind of roll into activity and you know get the get the ball rolling with several projects that have been kind of on the back burner, and or maybe not on any burners yet, maybe just have been developing in the consciousness from heart and soul. And then there's the other part where we've been really tired and like I know a couple friends of mine, as well as me, we've been having really vivid, strange dreams wherein we're for sure working out, some inner healing stuff, for lack of a better term. Just things that need to be kind of processed. There we go. And processed so that they can be properly released. Old emotional baggage, maybe ties that we were holding on to with a person who doesn't have our best interests at heart, oddly and sadly in some cases. And yeah, so it's been a time, right? And this huge message came through today. So after all this stuff that's been bubbling around in the cauldron, right? And for me, a lot of that has to do with like new projects, or maybe things that aren't so new but have been bubbling for a while that are really getting ready to bubble up and bubble out of the cauldron and take place and actually, actually happen. And in addition to all of that, a major thing that's been coming through me today is, I wanted to let you guys know that, it's one of my main purposes in this lifetime on Earth to be here for you, in an empowering way, in a way that lets you know that you're not alone as a magical witchy healer, shaman, oracle, starseed, you know, whatever your soul calls itself, and you're not alone. We've had so many lifetimes in which we did feel alone. We were banished, punished, tortured for being our witchy selves, our magical, powerful healer selves. And then, you know, and then being born into a lifetime where we're actually not alone, but in our hearts at times we still sometimes feel alone or isolated or like an alien, like, you know, I'm not like other humans. And, you know, I'm laughing, just the word alien made me laugh. But I'm also being very serious. Now you can hear my dog eating her dry food. So the animals are always around me. And yeah, I really wanted to come on and let you guys know you're not alone. If you don't even feel like you have anyone else, you have me. If you have any questions, if you just want to message me and share some experience that you're having, I'm literally like tears are coming to my eyes right now because, yeah, it can feel, and for me it has in the past felt so very isolating to be so different or feel so different. That's the key word here. We feel very different from those around us, when in reality a lot of them are actually like us as well, but they're not brave enough to come into their power. As you know, there's not a human born on earth that isn't magical, like quite literally. You know, we're all spirits and souls being born into human form, which in and of itself is flipping magical, right? And we've all come to earth as a student, you know, to learn, and oftentimes also as teachers, to help teach what we learn, you know, to our soul tribes, who we, you know, hopefully come into contact with along our life's journeys. And in my case, it's part of my calling to not only connect with my soul tribe, but to help you connect with yours. That is prevalent in the work that I do with my soulmate tribe, the Magical Witchy Healers of Earth. It's just sort of always been a part of me. Even when I'm thinking back to grade school, my entire group of friends were very psychic and very magical, and very interested in the occult, you know. And that was not by mistake, that was by design, divine design. And our souls are never alone. We travel in packs. A good friend of mine used to always say, souls travel in packs. and we do. It's just that we can't always feel it, right? And even if you are what's that called? People who are like on TikTok and Instagram, and you're having an effect on people. Of course, the word's not coming to me. An influencer. Even if you're a witchy, magical healer influencer, and you have your following, and you know, and they love your TikTok videos, or they, you know, they subscribe to your newsletters and they follow what you do. We can still feel alone, right? We can still feel, you know, the fear of sharing our magical gifts. Another part of the message that's been coming through today is, you know, and I've been listening a lot to the Bee Gees song, How Deep Is Your Love? Well, it's sort of related, because the message that was coming through earlier was how deeply do you know your gifts? Like, your gifts are your love, right? We are love, you are love, I am love. Our gifts are our unique soul essence gifts that only we each individually carry. Those are our gifts of love. How deeply do you know your gifts? I know a lot of us can say, well, I'm an energy healer. Obviously like I can say, I'm a shaman, and I am, and I'm a witch, and I am. But, and then under these umbrellas are, well, I work with the elements, I work with animal spirits, I bring in the energy of flowers and, totems and gemstones and all of this into the work, the healing and empowerment work that I do with my clients in order to help them, be empowered and process any fear around sharing their gifts, and process any fear around visibility, and lift those veils and get cut through the fog and, come out as the magical witchy healer you are. Yes, like these are my gifts, and these are things that I've been saying for years, and yet and still every day lately, or well, for the past, however, probably a year and a half, since I went through that deep witch wound healing, where I really allowed myself to feel it so that it could process and release, because that's how it goes. You got to feel it to heal it. Since then, my gifts have been showing themselves and growing and blooming in ways that I didn't even know I was holding inside of myself. And so on a daily basis, I'm getting to know my gifts more deeply. And the reason that I am sharing this with you is what's been happening is that the more deeply I spend time with myself, going into these treasure coves, and allowing myself to really see and experience and feel what these gifts are, the more empowered I become, and the less frightened I am to share my truth, to share my true witch self out with you guys, out into the world, out on the planet, and this is the work that I'm here to do. This is the work I've been doing for myself, with myself, on myself for years, and it's the work that I'm here to really share with you. It's this digging deep into the mysteries of your soul, and bringing them slowly but surely, right, up into the light, so that you can feel unburdened. That's really what it feels like. It's like all the stuff, really good stuff, we've been holding inside and clenching it inside for so long that it started to feel dark and dreary and heavy, and like almost like baggage, almost like the same feeling that we feel when we're carrying other people's energetic and emotional baggage, when really it's been this clenched up stomach, clenched up shoulders. Like I can feel even tension in my body when I'm talking about this. My chair is creaking as I'm moving around. Creaky. I've got to stretch my hips. That's why I'm creaking back and forth here. The more I've allowed myself to process and let go of any shrouds, that I've been hiding behind, as the true witch of my soul. And the more I've allowed my gifts to unfurl back into their fullness, right, the lighter I've felt. And basically the more fearless I've been. So it's a biggie, I know, but I'm celebrating it. I'm really happy for myself. I'm in love with my power, and not in a creepy I will rule the world, although maybe, but not in a creepy way. But yeah, I'm in love with my power. I am in love with my power. How's that for an alchemy affirmation? Feel free to steal it. Take it. Say it all day, all day, all day. I am in love with my magical, witchy, healer, power, alchemy, affirmation for you and us all. Say it. Don't spray it, just kidding. Say it at least 15 times daily out loud. You want to say it out loud because your voice holds healing properties for you, for your being, on all levels of your being. Soul, energy, emotions, mind, and body. How cool is that? Here comes the healing code. Laya noya naya lo mayana ze. I am in love with my magical, witchy healer power. And I'm sending my love to you. Keep your eyes out. I've got a very magical, witchy, cozy community sale coming up for Samhain. And I'm excited to share it with you. And I am so happy, crunch, crunch, says Minerva. So happy that we are here together in blessed community.